So why the airplanes have to fly at around the altitude of 36,000 feet when it can fly at 8,000 feet, where the oxygen for passengers is available? Like there is no need for external pressurization in the aircraft. So I will talk about why it is not flown at 8,000 feet in my this video. So first, understand the concept of air density. Now, as we move upwards at higher altitude, decreases the atmospheric pressure. Ultimately, density of air decreases because density is mass per unit volume. And as the number of air molecules decreases, the mass per unit volume decrease. And now it means that more oxygen is available at 8,000 feet as compared to 36,000 feet where there are lesser number of oxygen molecules. And above 10,000 feet, due to the lack of oxygen, the humans start experiencing problems such as nausea and headache, etc. So let's assume that we are flying our plane at 8,000 feet because there is more oxygen available, right? I will discuss the possible problems that are faced by aircraft at 8,000 feet. Number one, the drag force. Now, what is drag force? Drag force is the opposite force that is acting on the aircraft due to the air resistance. And as I said, higher the number of air molecules, there will be more air resistance. So, and lower the number of air molecules, there will be less air resistance and less drag. So if we compare, at 8,000 feet, there will be more drag, and at 36,000 feet, there will be less drag. Drag decreases the efficiency of flying because now more work has to be done by the engine and more the fuel is now burned to produce the forward force, which is thrust. At higher altitudes, there is less drag force and hence the efficiency increases. Problem number two, weather conditions. Now at lower altitudes, there are clouds. Now clouds bring a lot of baggage, emotional baggage, rain, fog, snow, thunderstorm and lightning. Now the visibility is reduced due to the fog, and thunderstorms, lightning and irregular air patterns lead to turbulence. So you have probably experienced turbulence a lot many times, right? When the airplane passes through the clouds, when the temperature is below freezing, it leads to the formation of ice on the aircraft. Now due to the ice formation, the weight of aircraft increases and the lift decreases. So hence it again decreases the efficiency. So at higher altitudes, 36,000 feet, there are no clouds, there are no such problems. So it is easier to fly a plane at 36,000 feet with higher efficiency. So these were the reasons why the aircraft is flown at 36,000 feet rather than flying it at 8,000 feet. But what happens is, when flying at 36,000 feet, we have to maintain the pressure inside the aircraft cabin, which is comfortable for passengers. So that pressure which is maintained is equivalent to the pressure of 8,000 feet, which is around 10.3 psi. So now what happens is, the inside pressure of the aircraft is quite high and the outside pressure is very low. So there is a fine probability that the plane can blow up. So I will discuss it in my next video, that how the aircraft is pressurized and how the pressure is maintained inside the aircraft, and as well as how it can bear such high pressure as compared to the lower pressure of outside. So yeah, keep watching, stay tuned.